Jumping jack, 2 clap. Ready? Begin.
There is a new game in Lexington, Kentucky these days. It's a game authored by one of America's winningest college coaches. He is a man who has come home to his birthplace and his alma mater to turn it around. The new game is the Jerry Claiborne style of football.
All right, now we start. Head up, head up, head up. Come on, Don, throw a head up there and you go back in there. Way back and then throw it up.
Ready, break down right here. Shot up. Here. Roll. Stay lower, Shadow. Get that knee. Break down.
Jerry Claiborne knows only one way to build a winner, by going back to the basics.
Wildcat football is excitement.
Wildcat football is hard-hitting football. There's a pride when you put on that Kentucky blue.
Kentucky blue, the state and the color, are proud symbols of a great football tradition. Jerry Claiborne and the University of Kentucky, football is a matter of pride. This new head coach believes in fundamentals. He has won wherever he has coached, with a basic philosophy of the game.
If you're fundamentally sound and do good techniques, you're not going to make many mistakes. And the old adage, the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins. And I really think that that's probably my philosophy, is to have a good, sound, basic, fundamental football team that doesn't make mistakes, does their techniques right, and make the opponent beat us rather than us giving the game away.
Jerry Claiborne has assembled a first-class coaching staff, well-schooled in the basics.
Just dump it over there to your fullback and let him catch it, and you run down as far as you can throw it. Because when they're back there, you got to make a great pass.
Hit! Stay, slide with him. All right, drive him out. Now, when he gets to that point, what do we want to do? Okay, want to usher him out.
Come on. All right, not bad. Come on, Chris. Chris, tuck your tail more, and don't take such a long step off the ball, Chris. Don't take that long step. Short step, man. A short, hard driving step. Don't take a long step. Come on, Todd.
Hey!
Ronnie! Come on, Ronnie. Come on, Danny.
This year, it seems like there's a big difference. Enthusiasm has changed. The attitude of the players has changed. It seems like we're just starting all over again. We just got a new beginning, and we got a lot to go out and prove. And, everybody's excited.
There's a reason for the excitement. With 10 active players in the NFL and 17 All-Americans, Kentucky stands as a proven builder of pro talent, as well as the finest conditioned athletes in America. National TV exposure is outstanding in the SEC, with numerous regional and national telecasts throughout the season. Kentucky is proud to be a member of the prestigious Southeastern Conference, where week in and week out, University of Kentucky players face the best competition in the nation. Jerry Claiborne has molded several athletes into NFL caliber players. Just a few include Randy White of the Dallas Cowboys, Eric Sievers at San Diego, and Bob Avellini of the Chicago Bears. The man responsible for bringing Jerry Claiborne back to the Wildcats is 6-time NBA All-Pro and University of Kentucky Athletic Director Cliff Hagan.
Coach Claiborne is a coach's coach. I think he's probably one of the hardest working coaches in the country. He gets down right in the trenches with the players, and therefore they respect him. He's also a fine disciplinarian. I think if my son were playing football, I think I'd want him to come to the University of Kentucky.
When you win, it's because somebody has made a big play. Everybody's gone all out. And that is the thing we've got to learn. That is a habit. You don't all of a sudden turn it on and turn it off. It is built every time you do something. When that whistle blows, we have got to go 110% every play. If you don't build on it, then you don't get better at it. So let's think about that as we go through practice today. Everything you're doing is full speed when you're out there going. Let's go. Here we go. Have a good one.
Right, wide Taylor, pass 80, on 1, center. Great coach.
All right, now bust your tail now on this coverage. Bust your tail. All right, here we go. Here we go. The first goal is to win and to get on the plus side of the ledger. And then after that, well, then we want to be able to be good enough to be a participant in bowl games, because again, when you go to a bowl after the season's over, that means you've had a good year and that you are among the best in the United States. And then the conference championship. I think that's the goal of any team that's in a conference, is to win that conference championship. And then from there, the national championship. This is something that's the ultimate goal of any program.
Jerry Claiborne knows all about winning. When he took over at Maryland, they had not had a winning season in 9 years. In the next 10 years, he won 3 Atlantic Coast Conference titles, earned 7 bowl invitations, was named National College Coach of the Year, and in one stretch won 21 straight games. Well respected by his peers, he was elected president of the American Football Coaches Association. Another very important goal of the Kentucky football program is to see that their student athletes leave with a degree and a meaningful education leading toward a career. Located on one of America's most beautiful campuses, Kentucky offers a wide-ranging choice of academic programs.
Coming to the University of Kentucky, they have an excellent academic program in several fields. You can go into any field you want, because we are a state university. On our campus, we have our medical school on campus, we've got our law school on campus, we've got our agricultural school on campus. We've got all of the facilities right here on our campus. So whatever degree you happen to want to pursue, well, you can find it right here on campus. You don't have to take part of your work here and then go elsewhere to finish it up. We want these young people that when they go out of the University of Kentucky, they'll be winners in life. I think this is very, very important. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in trying to win on Saturday that we forget what we're really here for. And that is to make these young men, when they graduate from the University of Kentucky, that they are contributing members to the community wherever they happen to reside.
The University of Kentucky ranks among the top schools in the country in the number of scholar athletes produced.
I was choosing largely between Harvard and Kentucky and a range of schools in between, and came here for the football and for the scholarship, and I'm really glad that I have. I found the academics to be satisfactory, to say the least.
At Kentucky, we've developed a system where we use 3 graduate assistants, academic graduate assistants. We call them AGAs. These AGAs have no other responsibility in their graduate assistantship except to work with our student athletes, our football players, on their academics, trying to provide for them the finest education they can, the finest guidance. I meet with the graduate assistants every Friday. We go over every player, every course, where they stand right then. Now, the idea behind it? Preventative academics. Prevent the problems. Don't wait till there's a crisis and then come back and say, what can we do?
While many college coaches talk about their interest in a player's education, what better role model is there than a head coach who graduated with a 2.7 average out of a possible 3-grade point system. Jerry Claiborne was elected outstanding senior in the College of Education, and his son, Jonathan, was a scholastic All-American and winner of the National College Foundation Scholarship. Not all of life at Kentucky is academics and football. The southern climate and friendliness of everyone make it easy to get out and meet people. There are the arts, with a symphony orchestra or a major rock concert. There are student and professional plays, and there are the favorite student meeting places on campus, as well as the traditional fraternity and sorority houses. With 23,000 students, Kentucky is a small town, big school. While co-eds at Kentucky take in some warm September sun, awaiting a new football season, they know that Kentucky's national basketball reputation sets the stage for an exciting winter. Whatever time of year, there's always something going on campus.
When you're right here on campus, it's so large, there's a lot of things to do. You can get involved with everything that's going on campus. There's dances and balls that they give at different areas, different dorms. There's just always something going on, even if you come out here and sit like we're doing right now and have lunch with a friend.
I rate it 10, the social life here at UK, because there's always something to do. There's always great fraternity parties. I think they've got the greatest fraternities here on campus of anywhere I've been.
The social life is definitely a 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate the social life a 12.
Everybody's back in the football team. They back all the sports here. And, you know, it's just when you get to know everybody, it's just great.
There's an awful lot of opportunities with the sororities and fraternities to get involved. There's also, if you're not involved with that, there's recreation programs, intramural sports, the basketball program, the football program, the tennis and golf, everything. There's always something you can get involved in. It's a nice place. I like it here.
At Kentucky, there is time to yourself. And the students treat the football players as part of the Kentucky family.
Well, they mingle with the students. They're friendly, just like anyone else on campus.
Kentucky, the heart of the thoroughbred world. It is the home of the greatest racehorses ever bred, from man of war to spectacular bid. Kentucky is the perfect environment for our country's finest stables, jockeys, and racetracks. And there's more.
There's something about Kentucky you'll remember all your days. Oh, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. You'll come to love it in oh so many ways. Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. You'll come to love it in oh so many ways. Oh, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. You'll come to love it in oh so many ways. Oh, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. You'll come to love it in oh so many ways. Oh, Kentucky.
Each September, 57,000-seat Commonwealth Stadium waits. The students' sun and the players' sweat. Working out under one of the most highly respected weight training programs in the country, Kentucky players know the feeling of physical confidence. The Kentucky training philosophy is simple. The tougher you are physically, the less chance of injury. While Wildcat football players shed weight in training, the University of Kentucky Athletic Department provides them with a balanced diet of the freshest meats, fruits, and vegetables. And the kitchen motto is, all you can eat.
we get as much as we want. It's and then some nights we eat steak, Thursday nights we eat steak. It's a lot better than the average cafeteria food. Plus, we're all together. It's kind of a homey situation, you know. All the guys have a family-type atmosphere. They separate us from the other students, which is, I think, has its good points.
With the most modern equipment and training techniques, the University of Kentucky staff offers their athletes the best possible physical training practices available at a college or pro level. Pride runs deep in the state of Kentucky, filtering down into high schools where outstanding young players have the chance to represent their hometown while wearing the Kentucky blue.
Everybody's up for a big game. It's a chance for, it's a social event and it's a sports event, so it covers practically everyone. Even where I live in Harlan, the people there buy more tickets for a Kentucky football game than they will for any other game, of local or even pro ball. Nobody's interested in that. Everybody loves Kentucky. It's a state pride type thing. It doesn't matter if we have a losing team or a winning team. The stands are packed every game, and we didn't even have a winning season last year, so that's proof enough. They love Kentucky.
From the coal mines to the rolling bluegrass pastures, Kentuckians salute all of those athletes that have chosen to wear the Kentucky blue. There's one thing about Kentucky football their fans love, its defense.
The defense with the Wildcat football team is going to be basically a wide tackle 6 defense. This is an 8-man front, and by being an 8-man front, we feel like we can adjust to different formations and offenses that you have to play week in and week out. One week you're playing the wishbone, the next week you're playing the I formation, the next week the veer. So we're going to have the wide tackle 6 with the 3-deep secondary.
One certainty at Kentucky is that you will face the best college competition in America. Playing high-powered football with Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, and other top-ranked teams assures Kentucky players national recognition. It's no secret that NFL coaches are looking for college players with big-time college experience, as well as solid schooling in the basics. At Kentucky, you get both. And although few make it to the pros, Kentucky prepares their athletes for life after football. Kentucky players active in the NFL today include Art Still and Jerry Blanton of the Kansas City Chiefs, All-Pro Frank LeMaster of the Philadelphia Eagles, and Jeff Van Note of Atlanta.
Offensively, we're going to be basically an I formation team. We will get out of the I formation sometimes, but basically we're going to be an I formation team, running the power sweep, the isolation play, and the sprint draw, with a few counters thrown in there. The passing game will be play-action passes from these plays, plus the backup passing game, and bootlegs or counter passes off of our running game.
This wide-open brand of Jerry Claiborne offensive football gives the great running, passing, receiving, and blocking prospects the perfect chance to show their talents. Saturdays in the fall in Lexington, Kentucky are very special. For some young men, it is a dream come true. And to play for a man like Jerry Claiborne is another dream come true.
My door is always open. And what I tell our players that if we're in a meeting and you got a serious problem or something that you want to talk to me about, when you come to my office, just let the secretary know I will come out of that meeting.
Well, I was being recruited by Syracuse and Michigan and Ohio State, and I chose Kentucky because the atmosphere and the coaches, everything was pretty honest, and I liked that, the farms and the countrysides. Where I'm from, I don't have that many, farms, and I really enjoyed the country atmosphere and the scenery.
For Jerry Claiborne and all those young men who are driven toward excellence, Kentucky is the perfect place to start. The drive toward the national title has begun. At Kentucky, it's a matter of pride.